and you feel like Biggie, his murder was a setup?
I believe Biggie was a setup. I believe Biggie was a setup as well. Um, you know, it hurts my heart. What bothers me the most about Big, I know why he went out there, because he needed to protect his money. I understand. But this was one of those times where your life mattered more than the money. And the fact that he was supposed to be going to London to do a show, he wasn't even supposed to be there. That hurts. And the thing about Big Tupac, I know he had concerns about his safety. Biggie did too. But between the both of them, it seems like Biggie had a greater chance of escaping his fate, but he didn't take it. He had a greater chance. Biggie could have got on that plane. He could have got up out of there. He didn't have to go to the Petersons that night. Biggie had more opportunities to escape fate, and he didn't. It's not his fault. His murder is not his fault. And once again, there's going to be a fall guy on the Biggie case too. Why? Because LAPD was involved and FBI was involved. They already know who killed Big. They already know who killed Pac. They knew who was going to kill him before they killed him. They just looking for fall guys to close this case, because there are higher ups and other people still around who can't afford to get dragged into this thing. So let's make Keefe D the fall guy, shut the door on it. Let's find a fall guy for Biggie and shut the door on it. It's the same thing they did with Dr. King's assassination when they dropped it all on James Earl Ray, and it took Dr. King's family to go to court. They sued in court and proved it was the FBI that killed Dr. King, not James Earl Ray. But guess what? When you go to the National Civil Rights Museum in Memphis, Tennessee, guess what it still says? James Earl Ray shot Dr. King from this window across the street. Even though it's been proven in court, he didn't do it. King's children even went to court trying to help James Earl Ray get out of prison, because they knew he didn't kill their father. But guess what? What's the government line today? James Earl Ray. It's going to be the same thing. Keefe D was responsible for Tupac's murder along with his cousin. They're not going to talk about LAPD. They're not going to talk about Vegas PD. They're not going to talk about other blacks in the community who had a vested interest in Tupac's demise. Keefe D ain't nothing but the fall guy.